Hey, I noticed that the IRCF attach process is running a bit slower today. Have you checked the connection points lately?
Not really. I've been focusing on material input settings for the past hour, trying to calibrate the machines. But now that you mention it, the connection points could be the issue.
Exactly. When the system is attaching, the circuit board connections need to be aligned perfectly. If there's even a small misalignment, it could cause significant delays. Have you verified the alignment of the pins before starting?
No, I didn't check the pins properly this morning. I'll go over them again. I assume they should be aligned at a specific angle, right?
Yes, exactly. The pins need to be in perfect alignment to ensure the attachment process runs smoothly. Misalignment could lead to inconsistent connections. After that, double-check the voltage settings as well. Sometimes the settings can fluctuate if the system's not calibrated.
Alright, I'll adjust the pins and check the voltage immediately. But what if it's not the connection points? Could it be something related to the software settings? I haven't noticed any errors on the display, but I'm not sure if everything's up to date.
That's a good point. It might be a software issue. Let's check the system's software to make sure it's running the latest version. Sometimes, outdated software can cause delays, even if there's no visible error on the display.
Okay, I'll check the software and see if there's any update pending. But if the software is up to date, what should we check next?
If the software is fine, we can move on to the hardware connections. The IRCF system relies heavily on the physical setup as well, especially the circuit board connections and the attachment modules. If something is loose or not properly connected, it can affect the entire process.
Got it. I'll double-check the attachment modules and the connection cables. Maybe there's a loose cable somewhere. But how do I test the physical connections to be sure?
Good question. To test the physical connections, first, you need to disconnect the system from power, then check each cable for any signs of wear and tear. After that, use the voltage tester to ensure there's no interference or fluctuation in the circuit. If everything checks out, reconnect the cables and see if the system performs better.
Alright, I'll disconnect the power and start inspecting the cables for any issues. But should I also inspect the IRCF connectors for any damage?
Absolutely, check the connectors carefully. Even the smallest damage to the IRCF connectors can disrupt the entire attaching process. Pay attention to the pins in particular, as they can be very sensitive. Sometimes dirt or dust can cause poor connection, so make sure to clean them properly.
Understood. I'll clean the connectors and the pins carefully. I'll also inspect the power supply to ensure it's stable. If that's not the issue, should I call the technical support team to check the equipment further?
Yes, it wouldn't hurt to have them come in if we can't find anything. It's always good to have a second opinion, especially when it comes to complex systems like this one. But before you do that, let's make sure the IRCF system settings are correct. Sometimes a minor change in the settings can cause problems.
Okay, I'll go over the settings again. I remember the system asking for a manual adjustment yesterday. Maybe I missed something while setting it up.
Exactly. Sometimes the system needs manual adjustments, and if they're missed, it can lead to a variety of issues. Make sure you go through the IRCF settings step by step, checking each parameter. If something seems off, adjust it and see if the process speeds up.
I'll do that. I'll check the settings and make sure everything is properly configured. And I'll also double-check the manual to see if there are any updates I missed. Thanks for the guidance.